All right, thank you, Tim. We're taking a look at what's hot on the web. Many in the nation have rallied behind an Arizona mother accused of leaving her children in a hot car during a job interview. She's claiming to be homeless and unemployed, but the prosecution says otherwise. It's one of our most read stories. Shanisha Taylor was arrested earlier this month after a woman called the police telling them two children were in a parked car directly in the sun with the engine off, the doors closed, and each of the four windows just slightly open. Taylor claimed she was homeless and unemployed and had no one to watch her 2-year-old and 6-month-old children. But now the prosecutor is saying Taylor had a part-time job and has a home. There's been an outpouring of support from people around the nation, both financially and emotionally, who claim this is just a sad situation and the woman needs support. Taylor has pleaded not guilty to child abuse charges and is scheduled to be in court next month. The most shared story on our Facebook page is a good news story. North Carolina woman Mandy Gardner is no stranger to good deeds. She's a Waffle House waitress in Concord who goes to great lengths to help her customers. And she recently helped a woman battling cancer get a new wig. Well, this time she's helping Mike Pardalis, a longtime regular, in his final journey. On April 10th, Mike had a heart attack and died alone in his van. No one has claimed his body since until now. Mandy started a fundraiser to raise the money needed to claim Mike's body and provide him a respectable service. She's already raised around $14,000. Mandy says she won't rest until she's found a way to say goodbye to her friend. Also making headlines on the web, pants at prom. Cherryville, North Carolina senior Schaefer Rupert wore pants instead of a traditional dress to her prom. Well, that got her kicked out. She wasn't on the dance floor 5 minutes when a teacher told her because she had to leave, because she had pants on. Schaefer's mom talked to the assistant principal and pointed out there was no dress code for the event. So far, there has been no official reaction from the high school. So we want you to join in on the conversation. What are your thoughts on Schaefer getting kicked out of the prom and the idea of having to wear a traditional dress? Head over to our Facebook page now and look for this story. We're going to share some of your responses coming up in the next half hour. Details on all of these hot on the web stories are also on WISTV.com.
Thank you so much, Tim. Well, earlier in the show, we asked you what you thought about a Cherryville, North Carolina teenager getting kicked out of prom for wearing pants instead of a traditional dress.
Many of you disagree with the decision of the school since there was no dress code. A lot of you joined the conversation. Let's take a look at a few of your responses. Christy Drigger says, what year is this? I'll wear a dress from time to time, but because I want to, not because someone tells me I have to. Tammy Coffey says proms are formal, requiring formal dress.
Shannon Rosner adds, who cares what the kids wear as long as it covers them? At least pants cover more than some of those dresses everyone is raving about. Well, you can still join the conversation. Look for this story at Facebook.com. Just go to the WIS 10 Facebook page.
What do you think?
Chime in. I mean, I feel like at this day and age, whatever you're comfortable in, as long as it's presentable and it's not, you know, something that's offensive.
Right.
I feel like you should wear whatever you want to wear, because I mean, I know some young ladies aren't comfortable wearing dresses.
And I think too that they need to establish a dress code. If that's something that they are concerned about, then you put it out there before the event and make sure everybody knows. But you know, it's funny because it's like it is the sign of the times. I mean, who would have needed a dress code for prom before now?
Who would have thought? And on the flip side, though, I mean, it would be kind of jarring though to see, you know, because you're used to the dresses.
Right.
It will be different, but like I said,
right,
wear what you want to wear as long as you're comfortable and you're happy. That's what matters.